degrees, even though it doesn't feel like it, I've got to be honest with you. It feels more like about 14, 15 degrees outside. Wetting like crazy out there right now. Absolutely stormy, stormy, stormy. Doesn't look like it's going to let up any time soon. It's Friday, and it's also start of a new working weekend, 12th of April, and today, very, very elated to have Sandra North joining us, coming out of LA, and absolutely love catching up with our very good friend Sandra North. But before that, better do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, believe me, so very, very happy to have everybody on board. Just trying to get this machine up and running properly. There you go. Now, if you're a first-time viewer, I've got to especially welcome you on board, and believe me, why not become part of the family? We call it the noise here at Galaxy, simply because you do have a voice, like I'm losing mine right now. I've been talking to an Australian. It happens after that, really does. But having said that, if you want to join us, why not do this? Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people like Sandra North joining us. And I tell you what, I'm really, really elated about that. I am. Sub, why not subscribe? Become part of the family, as I said. And believe me, it's pretty painless. It really, really is. Simply because you do have a voice. That's why we call you the noise. Literally, we get your mail, we get your emails, we get your phone calls, we get your texts, all the media. We get the lot, and we take notice. And we know who your favourites are, and believe me, Sandra North is right up there. We see her name every morning in the breakfast show. We really do. Sonny Morgan is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Sonny. Sean Simpson, nice to have you back again. I saw you in the last interview as well. Thank you for joining us. Chris Andreas coming out of Vancouver Island, and love to Jimmy as well, please. But in the meantime, tell you what, let's kick it off. Here is Sandra North, My Song. Oh gosh. Excuse me. Dear. How are you feeling there, Sandra? You okay?
Yeah.
Nice. Loving the axe beside you. I love the guitar beside you.
Oh, yeah. Yes. It's pretty, right?
It is. Do you have a name for it?
I don't. But it was gifted to me, so I'm very, very happy about that.
Okay.
I feel very thankful.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. And it's in my video. It's in the video of my song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Good.
Very cool. Loving it. I really, really am. So, since the last time we spoke, what have you been up to?
Well, a lot, because it was the end of the pandemic, right? I think we spoke like end of 2021 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I ended up going back to Sweden for a year and a half, or a year and 8 months. It was like quite a while, just to gather my thoughts and see what I could make happen over there, kind of. So I played a bit in Sweden, and it was really nice because I never really done that before. I got a band together and we played some festivals, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
To kind of reconnect with people over there, the country genre, the country people over there, and radio stations and stuff like that, and yeah. And once I had my next visa, I was like on a flight back out of here because I miss it in LA.
Very cool. Can you still speak the language?
I can, but you know what? I had a lot of issues, a lot of barriers, because my thoughts are in English, so I was I noticed myself direct translating from English to my native language, which grammatically was all wrong. So sometimes I did say some really weird things, and like a lot of expressions were like out the window completely. So I'm like, what is that word? Like, yeah, it was a little trickier than I thought.
Yeah, believe
it was nice to see family stuff.
You sound very, very colonialized in America.
Yeah.
You do. You really do.
Thank you.
But you know something, believe me, I can speak a number of languages myself, and I always find myself grammatically getting it wrong. Because I'm a Kiwi. We read as we see it. You know what I mean? And sometimes, I mean, like, for instance, Jose, right? We would look at it and go, Josie. That's a Kiwi. You know what I mean? Whereas when you're in somebody else's country, with respect, you've got to get it. Well, at least you got to get close. And unfortunately, sometimes I can be. Well, I don't mean to offend people. I'm trying to get it right, and well, I might say that. Well, they might take it the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, same. Because people were like, "Come on, you're born here. You're Swedish," and like, I know, and it made me feel really bad. But,
exactly.
I can do the everyday talk, you know, but when, like, there was a lot of vocabulary missing. I felt that because I hadn't like used it to that extent for a long time.
Anyway, let's go to the desk. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, believe me, I'm absolutely elated about this. We were supposed to catch up with Sandra last year. In fact, just quietly, I think we had her lined up for a Christmas show as well. And our apologies, literally, it was due to technical difficulties that didn't happen, but today it is. And that's doubly exciting. I've got to say hi to Ted Vladimos as well. Nice to have you on board, Ted. Hi to JJ from the band Left on Colfax. Love that band, I really do. Terry Van Cannon is joining us, coming out of North Carolina. And if you ever want a slide steel master, may I recommend Terry Van Cannon. Believe me, man is an absolute genius. He really, really is. Love Terry. Today we are talking to Sandra North, and Sandra, welcome back to Galaxy.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me back. I missed you guys.
Well, we did too, to be very honest with you, but I tell you what, our audience didn't. They just request you like crazy.
I love that. It makes me so happy to hear.
Well, we started up the show with my song, so I think it would be remiss of us if we didn't get deep, down and dirty. How did you come to this?
Well, that song, I wanted to write it for a really long time. It was like in the back, like the subject, everything. I had a very specific idea on what I wanted, and it kind of took me a while to get there because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and it was just like half done for 2 years, I think. I had the melody and everything. I just couldn't like finish the words because I really wanted it to be about my upbringing, my dreams, my background, and then at the same time be inspirational for whoever else is out there feeling like I did when I was younger. It's just like I wanted a good message to believe in yourself and to go after what you're passionate about. And I try to like make it full circle in the video too because I don't have a lot of footage from when I was little, but there's a lot of pictures, and I tried to kind of recreate that with the help of my niece and my sister back home. So they were filming a lot of scenes where I was brought up, like our old summer house and the lake where we used to go, and all these things. So it's really sweet, and it was a fun project to complete.
You know, I understand about the footage and photos and memories and stuff about you. I don't have any now. Literally, I really don't. One young lady that I was having a separation from sort of destroyed my past. Literally, she took it out the backyard and everything from my clothes to memory, but everything she set fire to it.
Well, that's a song right there, by the way.
Yeah, there's definitely a song in there.
Waiting to be written.
Oh, mate, it really did happen. Sean Simpson, you rock. Well, thank you. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Sean. And Dale Kohler's watching as well. Nice to have you on board, brother man. It really, really is. Barbara's saying hi as well. And I see the boss is watching as well. We better be good. Yeah. Okay.
You better be good.
So, I got to be honest with you, Southern Man is one of the songs that I absolutely love. I really, really do. Over and above most of your work, and believe me, I'm a big fan of all of your work. But you know, I'm kind of partial to Southern Man, so I think, tell me about this track. Why am I attracted to it?
Yeah, I love hearing that because for me that was kind of the underdog, the one that I wasn't like sure what people would think, because it's kind of more mellow and sweet and not maybe so in your face to start with. But yeah, I've had more people come and tell me that is their favorite song. It makes me really happy. It's really it's a sweet love story, and it's about my kind of first experience like meeting a Southern gentleman, and I really wanted to put that in the song because I was totally blown away, and there were so many feelings there, and like I just put kind of all of our memories into that song. So it's a sweet one.
Well, I tell you what, Sandra, 2,709 requests for it since we started playing it, really. People are connecting with it. They really, really are. And yes, I absolutely, as an engineer, I like this one. I really, really do. So, ladies and gentlemen, here, joining us live is Sandra North and Southern Man. How you feeling, Sandra? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Nice. You're not religious by any chance, are you?
No, not very.
No. It was just that I made a religious joke before about somebody, no boat. You know what I mean? Of course, we're talking about Noah and 40 days, 40 nights, right? But I was talking to a cardinal the other day who, you know, is quite religious.
Yeah.
And I says to him, you know, why? Have you ever seen the photo of Michelangelo's painting of the Last Supper?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, why are they all sitting on one side of the bloody table?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, neither do I, but, you know, and he couldn't answer it either. And I says, you know something, though, at the end of the night, the one thing he did say to his whole group of friends there is, hurry up, eat up, drink up, be merry, for tomorrow Judas takes me to see Nine Inch Nails.
That's dark, but yes.
he laughed.
Good job.
I even said to him, look, Moses was the very first internet user in the world. And he goes, well, how do you come to that? And I says, well, look, if you remember back in the day, the first internet devices, you had to get up high to get a reception, right? He climbed a bloody mountain.
Yeah.
Okay? What did he do? He downloaded from the cloud onto a tablet.
Yeah. True.
It's all true. It happened. Yeah, well, so they say anyway. Wasn't there personally to see it, but apparently everybody thinks I was his personal DJ. Dear. We got Cry Pretty coming up next. And to be honest with you, I can't cry pretty. No, I can't. I believe it. You get me doing that. Oh, it's ugly.
Who has that skill?
Yeah, believe me, that's ugly if you get me doing that stuff. I did, however, the other day, and I will admit this, have a bit of a tear. I lost my pet dog a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I heard.
And that really got me going. So,
yeah,
I know I cry ugly. I do.
Hello, my friend, Mr. Debris.
Well, you know,
we have to get it out.
Do you still
emotion
live in
is
Regla?
emotion, if you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
Anywho, let me do this. Well, you got to push the button to make everything work, apparently. I'm a demon for not turning stuff on and just waffling away anyway before I realise that, I've got to do it all over again. Today we're going all the way over to LA to catch up with our very, very good friend Sandra North. It's been a little while, I will admit, and it is an absolute pleasure. Now, I got to be honest with you. I cry ugly. I don't cry pretty. I really do. It's a mess. It really is, nothing I can be proud of, to be very honest with you. At least I'm sensitive enough to be able to say I can and do it from time to time, especially when the emotions take over. Now, my question literally is, how in the hell do you cry pretty?
I have no idea, to tell you the truth. I mean, that song is a cover. I think it's brilliant how Carrie Underwood wrote it, and I love that song so much. It feels like my own because I wrote it, like I recorded it as well. But yeah, it's an interesting concept. I don't know if anyone can do that.
Yeah, but,
I mean, you cry. Like,
Well, as I say to you, I like to be brutally honest when I do it.
Yeah, but even the celebrities, have you seen some certain memes that come out? Like, there's one that comes to mind from Dawson's Creek. I don't know if you remember that show from the 90s.
Yep.
James Vanderbeek, he does this really, really ugly cry that became a meme. Everyone posts it all the time because it's like really the meaning of ugly crying.
Yeah, really, really is.
Yeah.
Having said that,
him. Bless her.
Michael Zdanowitz is joining us as well, coming out of Orlando, Florida, and of course, Michael Zdanowitz is the manager extraordinaire of Galaxy Class Entertainment. So nice to have you on board as well. Today we're talking to Sandra North and Cry Pretty. Gosh, it's hot in here. It really is. Have you managed to work out the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit yet?
No.
No?
I'm really bad at that. Yeah, I always have to cheat and check. I still do Celsius. I really do. It's like great.
Yeah, I was wondering whether you would or not. Because everybody around you is doing Fahrenheit. They're talking, 80, 90, 100 degrees, and, it's going to be a hot summer.
I know. And then I go like, wow, today was 29. It's so hot. They're like, what?
Exactly, yeah. 29's freezing. Not here again.
Exactly. I'm like, it's so hot.
Well, in
some ways I'll always be Swedish.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's 19 degrees here at the moment, bucketing down. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't like the rain, but Barbara loves it because she's on tank water on a farm, if you know what I mean. So she's always going, oh good, let's have some rain, and I'm looking at her going, I need to get my lawns cut. I hate... My lawnmower won't go for wet lawns. Doesn't like it. Clogs up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
She wants to feed the animals and have the water pumping out through everything and like that. And I'm going, bugger the bloody animals. Let's cut them up and mow the lawns.
Well, it's nice that everything becomes green and pretty, but I just prefer being able to get ready to go without getting soaked.
Well, New Zealand's New Zealand's pretty much like Sweden. It's green. Sweden's pretty green.
Yeah,
you know
in
what
the
I mean?
summertime, yeah. In the winter, everything dies.
Yeah, same here. It's but we don't get as much snow.
We don't get any snow.
Yeah.
Well, we do
Island.
down in South Island,
Yeah.
Oh, they still have snow now, like a few days ago in April.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't stand that stuff.
Me neither. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, no, believe me, I went to a university. We used to be called Scarfies because it's so cold down there. All the students wore scarves, if you know what I mean. So we were called Scarfies. It was just one of those endearing terms that older people put on us. But honestly, we're going to school literally about halfway up your ankles to your knees in snow to get to school.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm out of here. Literally. I went to a warmer part of New Zealand. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Dawn Ricks is in the house. Nice to have you on board, Dawn. Looking forward to catching up with you in the very, very near future. And I promise you don't need a painkiller. Honest, you don't. She'll get the connotation of that one. It is actually her track, Painkiller. Love it, love it. Again, another lady that I can't seem to get through a breakfast show without playing, much like yourself, and a young lady called Shauna, who's coming out of London, Ontario, is asking, how does a young artist like herself get to be in the same realm as you? How do you get so successful?
Wow, thank you for that. I think I just work really hard. I do what I can. I'm very driven. I don't give up. I stay on it, and I envision where I want to be, and I try to get myself a little bit further every day, kind of. I think that's the best answer I can give you, because it's hard to step out of yourself and kind of see that you're successful in that way. I just want to work. I see it as my profession. I want to play. I want to release songs because I love it so much, and I've been waiting, my whole life to do this, so I think I'm just very happy to be doing this, so I don't mind working around the clock.
I absolutely get it, I do. Usually I tell people to follow your dreams, and I mean this, follow your dreams. They're your dreams, okay? Follow your dreams. Don't get influenced by anybody that isn't in the industry. Seek advice from those who travel the same roads as you travel. Go and sort those people out. Follow their advice. Take every opportunity to do so, but do not give up on yourself, because your dreams believe in you. Follow your dreams. Believe me, they're yours. That's the best advice I could come up with, literally, and believe me, I think that the naysayers will always be naysayers, but will never help.
Right.
So seek advice from people who walk that road as well. Believe me, I think it's the best way to go. And asking people much like yourself is great and a good way to start.
There's really no time for doubt, just do it.
I never,
the second you start to doubt yourself, you're going to have a lot of other issues. I mean, you're still going to have things against you in this industry. It's still going to be hard, but if you start doubting yourself, you're just adding more issues to that.
Well, this is what the naysayers want you to do, is doubt yourself. So that they want to be better than you, really, but never will be. So
but there's always going to be someone better too. Why compare yourself? That's just like a downward spiral.
Exactly.
And I look up to a lot of other artists who do what I do, but maybe they're a little bit further along than me. And if they're doing it, why can't I do it? That's kind of my philosophy. If they're doing it, I'm going to do it.
Absolutely.
So just you wait and see. If someone doubts me, that kind of spurs me on. Okay, you don't think I can do this? Okay, I'm going to do this. Let me just show you. So I use that as kind of a carrot,
Absolutely. Now, I got to let you know, Sandra, that we will be giving you a copy of everything we do today. Literally, Barbara will be turning it into a movie. Have you ever been a cartoon before? Have we made you a cartoon before?
No. That will be first.
Well, okay, you're going to be now, literally. But actually, Funny story there is that Barbara makes fun of me all the time out of making me into a cartoon and goes everywhere. Not so long ago, I was in another city, just about maybe 45 minutes to an hour away from where we are, and I was in a supermarket in there getting a few supplies, the little bits and pieces that while I'm here I might as well pick them up. And this little old lady was there in front of me, and she was going through the checkout, and she's staring at me every chance she got. And it's sort of getting uncomfortable. You sort of smile and you nod and you know, sort of, hello. And
Yeah.
she pays for her stuff and she gets her receipt and she looks at me and she goes, "You look nothing like your cartoon."
Oh.
And I went, how random is that? I mean, you're in a strange city and this lady's looking at you. Must have been other side of 70s easily. And she just opens up with, "You look nothing like your cartoon." It's like, wow.
Pretty cool.
That is very, very random. It's so much so that I got in the car and I got me Gone. I think that was a good segue. Tell me about Gone.
Gone. I love that song so much. I love writing about my broken hearts, and disappointments in life because they're usually pretty frequent. It's just easier to get that out on paper, kind of, and it's from the second we kind of wrote the riff, it's just been stuck in my head. So I love this song a lot, and it just has like a really cool rock feel to it, and there's a lot of rock in me, and there's this cool little outro where it's even almost like a rap outro, which is it's a fun one.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Sandra. 3,783 requests for it. Not too bad. That's pretty good since we've been playing it, and we see it pretty much every day in the breakfast show. Believe me, you have made a huge connection with our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Galaxy, joining us live is Sandra North and Gone. Okay. That's interesting. Sandra. Yeah, not me. Oh, dear. Gosh, it's hot in here. Mark Willardell was joining us. Very, very cool to have you on board, Mark. It really, really is. Anything in the can, anything new coming in the near future? We'd love to catch up. Really, really would. And that's a question I'm going to ask Sandra too. Very, very shortly, is the anything new coming? Because believe me, we're a big fan of her work and can't wait to play new stuff. Always, always, always.
So do you see all the comments, by the way? Because I think my co-writer and best friend and producer is following the Facebook Live, but he says his comments are not coming through.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Juan.
Juan.
Yeah.
Albella?
He's
Is it
Juan
Albella?
He's the brilliant mastermind behind all the music in my songs.
Yes, I do see comments, but
yeah.
not all of them, and unfortunately I don't see ones there as well. There's only one, Albella. Oops.
No,
Not making fun of you.
I
I'm
get
not.
them all
Yeah.
on my one phone, but I haven't seen them.
Yeah, it might be some on other devices that you can't see as well.
No,
right?
I can see on the main one, but I don't see his name.
Right, okay. You see on the main one, but don't see
Well,
the
he
name.
is tuned in anyways.
Nice.
Shout out.
Well, one, welcome to Galaxy, and it's an absolute honour to meet you, sir. It really, really is. Couldn't say any more about the talent of Sandra North. This lady is so talented, and for us here at Galaxy, we're very, very humbled to be able to not only meet her, do the interviews, but play the music as well. If you're connected, sir, you are a winner.
He's texting me as we speak, and he says, "Thank you so much."
Absolute pleasure.
And he says, "We have some new songs in the oven."
Nice. Well, we
Yeah.
usually call them putting them in the can, but in the oven, well, okay. I tell you what, we would love to have new music from you, Sandra. We really would.
Thank you.
You know?
Yes, I want that too so much.
Want to keep this relationship going. We really do.
Yeah.
By the way, has Sandra been in Rebecca?
I'm not sure. We'll talk about that after.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that one.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy. Excuse me. And I do have to apologise for being slightly late today, a little over time. Unfortunately, we were talking to Tony from the band Gen 2 coming out of Melbourne, Australia. Now, first things first, Australians don't get out of bed before 10 o'clock in the morning. It was over 8 o'clock in the morning over there. So, yeah, believe me, once you give an Australian a copy, he never shuts up, believe me. So that's why we went over a little bit, but we love Gen 2, we really, really do, and love Mark and, Anthony and all the band out of there as well. Now, sorry, I was looking at Mark Willardell's name there for a minute. Now, Sandra.
Yeah.
Got to ask you about a sure thing. Now, I usually find that as soon as you put the words sure thing next to anything, it never is.
Well, this is like a pun, though.
Right.
It's apparently a boat that one of the writers spotted, and he thought he loved like the spelling of it, and he's like, "Ooh, that's a great title." And because and I was in Sweden when I recorded this song, and it's kind of a new way for me to work. And I was looking for co-writers, and I just found this team in America spread out. Oh, both America and Canada, by the way. So it was a team of 4 or 5 writers and a producer in Nashville, and then I collaborated with another Swedish artist who's a dear friend of mine, Jimmy Marcus, and we just felt like it was such a good fit, and it was an interesting and fun collaboration, and I really, really love the song, and we made it our own, you know? So, yeah.
You know,
and now in LA I get to sing it with one, which is a lot of fun, like my co-writer and producer. So
okay,
he's always doing all the backup vocals and stuff, and our voices fit really well. So it's really fun to have like a duet that he gets to sing lead on to.
Well, this one we literally see your name every morning. Now let me paint the picture for you here. Believe me, this is really important because I get to work about 10:30 at night, and I've got to go past reception to get to my office before I do anything, right? And our receptionist, wonderful young lady by the name of Shelley, leaves 3 USBs on her desk for me as I go past.
Okay.
I can't miss them, they're right there. One's for statistics of how we've gone through the day, countries, all that sort of stuff, who's tuned in, how many, blah, blah, blah. One's literally legal documents, emails and everything like that I must address as a CEO of a company. And one literally is of requests and statistics of requests per artist, per track.
Yeah. Okay.
For a number of months now, Sure Thing has been something of a feature in our breakfast show. Every morning I see your name. It's becoming habitual. It really, really is. I look forward to seeing your name in there. And believe me, I think Sure Thing to me is just one of those tracks that, well, it gets me. I love this track. As an engineer, and believe me, I've been an engineer now almost 47 years. Literally, I've worked with some of the biggest bands in the world, not only as front of house. I do studio engineering, and I've worked in some of the most prestigious studios in the world. And to be honest with you, Sandra, I have an ear for a talented artist. I really do. I got to agree with one. I think he's on the right path here, literally. And it's not often that I turn around and say, I want to know more about this artist. Now, when I very first met you, when I very first heard you, that was paramount back then. That hasn't changed, not one bit. I love your work. I don't want you to stop doing anything other, because, believe me, I think you're just poised to go on to that next run of that ladder. I really, really do. Now, sure thing.
You're going to make me tear up. Thank you so much.
Don't do that. I'm telling you the truth here. Literally, don't do that. But as I said to you at the start of this, normally when I see the word sure thing, and people usually use it for betting, if you know what I mean, it's a horse or it's a dog or it's even the bloody rabbit the dog's chasing is going to be the sure thing. It never really works out that way. But I think for you, Sandra North, sure thing is working. Tell me about this. Why is it doing it?
I don't know. I think it's just a really strong song melodically also, and then it's I guess it's something people can relate to, like having that kind of summer fling every summer, or that, love story. I wanted it to be very equal between the two partners, so it's not like one take over the other or anything. It's just like for both people that they see each other once a year, and for that night it's the two of them and they both know it. And it has those little summer tingles in it, I think. I don't know. I really love it, too.
Well,
and it kind of grows on you. It gets better and better, and yeah.
You are just 2 requests away from 4,000 requests. So literally, since we started playing it, 3,900. Mate.
Someone has to call in right now and give it to you.
Well, I tell you what, no use doing that, because we're going to play it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, joined today by Sandra North, coming out of LA. Yeah, it's Sure Thing. Honestly, Sandra, we play this almost every morning in the breakfast show.
Oh.
It is.
Yay, thank you. Even for you guys,
JJ, thanks for joining us.
Believe me, as I say, the breakfast show is structured literally on how many requests per artist per track.
Yeah.
And as I said to you, your name is there every day. Every day. And you've got...
So do you know the words yet?
Do I know the words?
Are you guys singing along? Yeah.
Well, we cheer dance. You do not want me singing. Ever. Ever.
You're in the audience, yes, I want you to sing.
No, please do not.
People really know your songs and know the words for them. It's a special feeling.
Yeah, well, believe me, everybody else sings your songs and stuff, but I sing tenor, or 12 miles away from anybody that can bloody well hear me.
We can count words.
Yeah, well, even in church, I lip sync.
Don't go to church.
Avery Shea is joining us. Hello, my favourite texting beauty. Hello, how are you? Loving your new work, Avery. I really, really am, and I'm looking forward to Barbara setting up an interview with you for very, very shortly. Not too far away. We'd love to be able to catch up, Avery. It's been a while too. Gosh. We've known you for so many years, and we have enjoyed being a part of your career. We really have. So, Anne-Marie, and say hi to Amanda for us too, please. Amanda Garrett. Yes. Dear. I was, as I said, I was just talking to an Australian prior to doing an interview with you. Went on a little bit longer than expected, but, I encourage artists to talk. Lots.
Yeah.
It's about them, it's not about me, or and it's about their music. And one of the tracks that we played We actually originally played it a couple of years ago, but unbeknownst to us, we weren't supposed to. It wasn't even released, and I didn't realise it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And there was a
Wanted,
bit of an issue with their studios, their management, something like that.
Record
It
label.
was their record label that wasn't supposed to be released, but we did it anyway. Well, they've brought out another new version of it. So what we did do, we released the song that was supposed to be released, which is actually a cover of a New Zealand artist called Lord, and the song was called Royals, right? I've got a very, very funny story to tell you about this. Believe me, you'll love it. And we'll wrap it up after that, okay? But please don't go anywhere. Got to do the photos and stuff, okay?
Okay.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're joined by Sandra North coming out of LA. Which part of LA are you in?
I'm outside of North Hollywood right now.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Believe me, I love Hollywood, and, you know,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go and throw paint at that big sign too, by the way.
Good luck with that. I just hiked up behind it, actually. You can go behind, but
Yeah.
you can't get close enough to spray paint it.
Yeah, no, believe me, once upon a time people used to jump off it, didn't they, to try and commit suicide and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, no, they fenced it off and all that sort of stuff, if I remember right. Having said that, now we were talking just through your song of Sure Thing about the previous interview I was doing, and I did say that I've got something rather amusing to tell you. Not that they do a lot of covers, this band. They did do a song called Royals, of course, from New Zealand artist Lord. And Anthony, well, Tony, said to me, Grant, if you get a chance, can you play it to her and get her opinion? Maybe she may want to get in touch with us, right? Well, I know, Lord. So I took it to her. We sat down one day, played it, and she loved it. Absolutely loved it, to a point. And the point was simply, well, I think it's better than your version. Yeah, okay. And I says, so will you get in touch with them? She goes, yes, Grant, I'll get in touch with them. Sure, no worries. Never has. Really. And for a while there I thought, you know, maybe, just maybe, I've jinxed this band by telling the original person who made the original song their version was better than hers, right? So, I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this up to them? You know what I mean? So, I came up with the perfect idea, literally. Today we released the cover song of David Bowie's called Heroes. You may be familiar with the song. Well, I know somebody that was involved not only with writing that song, but singing backing vocals, and was a former girlfriend of David Bowie's. So I thought, if Lord's not going to get in touch with you, can I put you in touch with this lady? You never know, you might want to integrate it, or integrate her into one of your shows, you know, especially if you're going to do some David Bowie stuff. So I think I've redeemed myself there. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. That's very. I'm just sitting here thinking, are you going to call Carrie Underwood for me too? Are you going to make that happen?
I would love to be very honest.
Now you got my hopes up.
Yeah, no, believe me, I don't think she would take my call. She would go, you're an ugly bugger, and bye. Literally. I would really, really love to. In fact, I'd love to be able to talk to Carrie Underwood about her music as well and do an interview with her. So if anybody out there in the music industry can make that happen, please do. I've got Sandra North in the lineup wanting to talk to you as well. So believe me, let's do a Carrie Underwood one. Brian Wayne Perry is joining us again. Howdy, bro. Nice to have you on board. It really, really is. I've been told that you have some artists coming up for me. That's mouth-watering exciting. It really, really is. Now, apparently, maybe not in the can, but in the oven, is some new work coming up in the near future. Is there any chance of a little hint as to what we're getting?
I
Oh,
don't know if there's anything that ready enough for me to give anything away. Because we're working on a few different things, and we'll see which song we finish first, I guess. It's still a little bit up in the air, but I do have aspirations to have something out before summer, so we'll see how fast we can get it done.
Don't
we want to have something out soon.
Never, 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 never rush a piece of work. Never. Literally. Right? Always complete it. Never rush it, because if you rush it, it's never completed, really, is it?
But you can also work on stuff for forever if you're a perfectionist.
Well, you know, you
a little bit of both.
Yeah, you've got to have a cut-off point, absolutely. I really, really believe in that. But just because people say, hurry up, I want to hear your music, never rush it. Take your time. Make sure that everything's done right.
It's more the fact that I want it out before everybody takes a vacation, because then no one's going to listen to it. So I really want to have something before summertime.
I get that.
And we have a couple of things that we're working on, so hopefully we'll get something out.
I get that, but at the end of the day, it comes down to whether you're happy with it or not.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Absolutely.
And we have a lot of shows coming up too, so we've been sort of busy with that a lot, which is a lot of fun.
I was going to ask you that, but first of all, Brian says, Grant, let's chat about the future. We'd love to catch up to you and chat about the future, Brian. I really, really would. Tell me, what have you got on for this summer? You got some shows coming up?
Yeah, I've been booking more and more stuff here around LA, which is a lot of fun. And so we've done writers' rounds, we're doing bars and stuff, and songwriting events, and there's a lot of stuff happening right now. We got a lot of. You can check out my website. I think that's the easiest thing, and I'll post it on my social media as well when it's getting closer to the date. But we'll be playing a lot around LA, and I got one show in Sweden this summer as well. We'll see if I do something in the Midwest, because I do have a booking agent in Missouri these days. So little things are happening here and there, and hopefully we'll get out and play live.
You know, Sandra, I'm excited about that. I really, really am. And folks, let me tell you, if you get a chance to go and see Sandra North live on stage, well, it'll be one of the best nights you've had in a long, long time. I can make you that promise. Please go and check her out. But she's just fantastic as an artist. She really, really is. And the growth of this artist is just absolutely phenomenal. It really is. J.W. Jackson is joining us as well. Nice to have you on board. He's coming out of Ozark, Missouri. Are you looking at actually doing any national tours in the near future?
Fingers crossed. I don't have anything scheduled yet, but for sure that's on my to-do list. I just want to get out and play everywhere. Yep. I would want to go to any dive bar all around America, because I love it so much, and it's just really charming to see more of America and meet more locals and stuff. So, yeah, hopefully.
You know, as I can only but reiterate, my friend, I am a big fan, and you are amassing a huge following from around the world. You really, really are. You're a very, very popular artist. I see your name ready for the breakfast show every morning. It absolutely makes me very, very happy to be able to have you as part of the family, and I would love, love, love it if you would come back again. Would you consider that?
Of course. Anytime.
Absolutely stunning. Brilliant. Yeah. Anyway, we better wrap this up right now, because we are 22 after lunchtime, noon. Other DJs are wanting to get in and do some work. But in the meantime, Have a very happy and successful day. Join me tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's the weekend.
Yeah, it's the weekend. What are you talking about, Grant? But Barbara will be back with me on Tuesday. I'll be back on Monday morning between 5:30 in the morning and about 10 o'clock in the morning. So please join me for breakfast. And I'm sure you'll hear at least one Sandra North song in that show. In the meantime, stay safe and have a very happy weekend yourselves. Sandra, thank you so much for joining us. We absolutely love you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Very, very cool. Looking forward to catching up soon. In the meantime, let's go out with this.